Understanding clefs in music. Grand staff explained for piano. Hi everyone, welcome back to Music Home's Theory series. Today, we're going to talk about a super important topic in music theory. Clefs, what they are, how they work, and why they matter. Let's get started. What is a clef? In music, we write notes on a set of 5 lines and 4 spaces. This is called a staff, or stave in British English. Each line and space represents a specific note. But which note is which? That's where clefs come in. A clef is a symbol placed at the beginning of the staff that tells us which notes go where. Think of it like the language you're going to read the music in. The grand staff for piano. On the piano, we use something special called the grand staff. It's made of 2 staves. Yes, staves is the plural of staff. The top staff is usually read with the right hand and uses the treble clef, also called the G clef. The bottom staff is usually for the left hand and uses the bass clef, or F clef. These 2 staves are joined together with a bracket, and that's what we call the grand staff. Important? This isn't a fixed rule, since both hands can play both clefs. Treble clef and bass clef simply help us locate which note to play, especially since the piano has many C's, D's, E's, and so on. The treble clef helps us read higher-pitched notes. The bass clef helps us read lower-pitched notes. Not all instruments use both clefs. For example, instruments like the violin, flute, clarinet, and trumpet usually read only in treble clef. Instruments like the cello, trombone, bassoon, and double bass mostly read in bass clef. Some instruments, like the viola, use a third clef, the alto clef, but we'll cover that another day. Why clefs matter? We like to think of clefs as the language of the staff. Here's a cool example. This note here, written in the first space of the treble clef, is called F, but the exact same note written in the first space of the bass clef is called A. Same position, different note, because of the clef. So, now you know, clefs are essential because they change how we read music. In our next lesson, we'll show you how to read all the notes in the treble clef. So, make sure to follow Music Home, like this video, and subscribe for more.